Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross University School of Medicine's September 2023 White Coat Ceremony. Please welcome our student ambassadors who each represent one of the 6 learning communities. Leading in the front, our ambassador proudly carries the Universal Learning Community flag, followed by our ambassadors, with the Learning Community 1 flag depicting the green monkeys. Learning Community 2, the mongoose. Learning Community 3, the hummingbirds. Learning Community 4, the flying fish. Learning Community 5, the sea turtles. And Learning Community 6, the marlins. We are happy to introduce and welcome the stage party that comprises the Dean of Ross University, Dr. Gene Ford, our faculty, and our keynote speaker, Dr. Brian Temple.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us at our 2023 September semester White Coat Ceremony. First, I need to thank the announcer for that wonderful promotion I was given to be called the Dean of the school. I am not the Dean, I am the Senior Associate Dean and the Campus Dean here for Barbados. And it's, to our students, parents, family members, faculty, and colleagues, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to this semester's White Coat Ceremony. I'd like to extend a very, very special welcome to our incoming Semester 1 students. So students, today marks a very important milestone in your lives as you embark on this journey that will make you a member of this noble profession of medicine. And the significance of today's ceremony will be brought into focus as you recite the modified oath of Geneva. The white coat ceremony and donning of your white coats is not only empowering, but also symbolic of your initiation into the medical community, into the medical profession. This rite of passage, it emphasizes the academic excellence and the compassion for patient that will be expected of you as physicians. You're here because you're all capable of being successful and going on to a future career as a physician. The persistence and grit you have demonstrated in preparation for this moment, that is truly commendable. And these are the attributes that will serve you and will serve you well during the coming years. You come from very diverse backgrounds. You bring your life experiences with you, your values, your talent. All these things will help enrich the RUSM community that you're now a part of. And we look forward to you fully immersing yourselves in the many activities, both curricular and extracurricular. At RUSM, we will embrace your varied attributes and help prepare you to be the best 21st century physicians. The healthcare landscape is ever-changing due to varying healthcare needs in the context of global trends, and we are committed to preparing you to make a meaningful contribution to the field of medicine. This is a time like no other, a time when we, along with the rest of the world, have to confront an enormous public health crisis. It is abating, but not gone. No doubt, a defining experience of this century, and one which will mark the start of a rewarding journey. We're committed to bringing you an education that addresses the practice of medicine in the 21st century, fostering the development of professionalism and humanism, essential characteristics of a physician. We will emphasize the responsibility you must hold true to, that of contributing to equity in healthcare delivery. If there is anything I wish to impress upon you, it is that all of your patients, regardless of their race, gender, and so forth, deserve the same level of care, respect, and dignity that you would want for yourself. Your experiences will help you realize the importance of humanism in medicine, and your sense of compassion will be required to ensure that you hold true to the values of the profession. The white coat will symbolize your professionalism, the vocational calling, and the trust placed in you by your patients. It is an honor and a privilege to have the opportunity to serve your patients. You will come to cherish the highlights of your journey and be fulfilled in choosing to dedicate your lives to the needs of others as you embark on your career. We're very pleased to be a part of shaping and molding you as you begin your remarkable journey and we welcome you to Ross University School of Medicine. Welcome. So at this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Hedda Dyer. Dr. Dyer is chair of the Department of Clinical Foundations, and she's a professor of surgery. She will now present the meaning of the white coat. Dr. Dyer.
Thank you, Dr. Ford. Welcome to Ross University School of Medicine, and welcome to the Ross University School of Medicine White Coat Ceremony. Really excited to see all of you here, along with your friends, family, loved ones. So the practice of medicine in itself existed from ancient times, in one form or the other, in many parts of the world, and all with the common goal of healing disease. But I would like to share a few comments about the white coat. And I want to start by saying that the white coat was not always white. In the mid-19th century, the evolution of science had damaged the respectability of medicine by demonstrating that cures were suspect and that the opinion of medicine was what was called at the time quackery and healing cults. Scientists were admired while physicians were distrusted. Does that sound familiar? And so the medical profession turned to science, and the collaboration between science and medicine had officially begun. And this collaborative effort persists to this day. And so physicians seeking to represent themselves as scientists adopted the scientific lab coat as their standard of dress. Why the color white? So the answer to this is that earlier in the history of medicine, clerical undertakers or caretakers in the hospital donned black robes, and the tone of these robes conveyed a sense of mourning and approaching death. And unfortunately, that was the case because, as you know, in those early days, with the advances of medical care not yet on the horizon, hospitals were viewed as houses for the dying and not institutions for healing. And so when the advances occurred, the hope in medicine as a healing profession and hospitals as places of healing, that transformation began. And the white uniforms of the physicians symbolized this new hope. Let's fast forward to today and talk about your white coat. The white coat is the universal symbol of the medical profession. A study of how the media depicts physicians revealed that the most common accessory adorning physicians is the white coat, closely followed by the stethoscope. And so the white coat represents your signature or the covenant and commitment as a student physician, a student in medicine. The coat represents your commitment to humanistic healthcare, which is characterized by a respectful and compassionate relationship between physicians, as Dr. Ford just mentioned, the healthcare team, and patients. And of course, we are always sensitive to our attitudes and behaviors as we treat patients and interact with our colleagues who come from different cultural and ethnic backgrounds. And so this led me to think, apart from what I'm telling you about your white coat and the profession of medicine, what does your white coat mean to you? What is your story? What sacrifices did you or someone else have to make in order for you to be here today, to wear this white coat today? I want you to think and reflect on that. And I'm sure that your stories all have a common theme, that though different, they contain hard work, sacrifices, perseverance, and dedication. And I'll certainly not forget the dedication and the sacrifices that myself and my family had to make as well to help me achieve my goals. And so it's with that, I'd like to focus a few words on embracing the challenge. So, to achieve your goals, as you know, and I know we all know this here, every one of us here, it's a journey, right? There's challenges along the way, ups and downs, highs and lows, peaks and troughs. But they're all part of the journey, and those challenges need to be embraced. And so sharing just a few quotes with you here, you can see them here. Being challenged is inevitable, but being defeated is optional, right? Again, challenges are part of the passage, the journey, the seeds to your glory. And it's okay to be uncertain, scared, but behind all of those challenges lie your dreams. And this is another one here as well, stretching. Sometimes the challenges are meant to stretch us so that we can appreciate the goal, the prize at the end of the journey. So this is one of my favorites. When you see that obstacle approaching, that challenge, embrace it. Grab it, grab your courage, and speed up and face it head on. Of course, leaning into your mentors, your supporters, your friends, families, colleagues, and reaching out for help from us, the faculty, your colleagues, knowing that there's no shame in reaching out for help to seek your goals. That is key as well, because in the end, you will succeed. So with that note, I'd like to welcome you to Ross University of Medicine, and welcome to the noble profession that is medicine. Welcome and success on this first step of your journey.
Thank you, Dr. Dyer, for those wonderful remarks. And it is now my distinct privilege to welcome one of our graduates and our keynote speaker today, Dr. Brian Temple. Dr. Temple is a board-certified infectious diseases physician with Advocate Health Care in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Additionally, Dr. Temple is the medical chief of staff and medical director of antibiotic stewardship and the chair of infection prevention of the Infection Prevention Committee at Aurora Hospital, also located in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And I've had a chance to speak with Dr. Temple, and he brings a lot of wonderful experience and enthusiasm, so it's my honor to welcome him to the podium. Dr. Temple. Welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, esteemed guests, and most importantly, the future of medicine, our new medical students. As a graduate of Ross University School of Medicine, it is an honor and privilege to stand here today as your white coat speaker. I remember with fondness my white coat ceremony. Standing here, I'm reminded of the meaning of this moment, this milestone in your journey to become a physician. As we celebrate your first steps into the noble field of medicine, remember what the white coat symbolizes: compassion, knowledge, and dedication. It allows you the opportunity to share the most intimate aspect of your patients' lives. You will play a role in their lives, the happy times, and yes, in loss and sadness. Dr. Hochberg writes in The Doctor's White Coat, A Historical Perspective. Many patients now view the white coat as a cloak of compassion and a symbol of caring and hope they expect to receive from their physicians. There are many challenges we will all face during our medical career. For many of us, this is not the first challenge we have faced, but a commutation of challenges and opportunities that have brought us to this day. I stand in front of you today as an infectious disease physician who was at the forefront of one of the most challenging periods in recent history. I did not start, as you see. My journey started in Sierra Leone, a small country in West Africa. I was privileged to be brought up in a family where high expectations were the norm. I thank them for that. My mother, my father, my siblings, who were there for every step and continue to be there until today. I also had several members of my family who were physicians, but my journey, as yours will be, was my own. I was raised and educated in California and New Jersey, and started my medical career at RUSM University School of Medicine. On the rock. Those days in Dominica were some of the toughest and most fulfilling days of my life. Prior to marrying my wife, having our son, and expecting our daughter, I made lifelong friends who continue to be part of our lives. I recall many a time spent at the shacks. And yes, the weekends partying with friends at the beach. Yes, even though it was the rock, we did find time to relax. I used to be a heck of a DJ. I did. Using all the CDs I had burnt. Many might not even know what that means. Learn to allow for you time. Take time to decompress and let loose. These skills will carry you through many crazy days and nights in medicine. Do not take yourself too seriously. Laugh with your patients and listen to their stories, even when you have a busy day ahead of you. In this age of rapidly advancing technology, never lose sight of the human touch. Every diagnosis you make, every treatment plan you create, carries the weight of someone's hopes and fears. By treating the whole person, mind, body, and spirit, you will provide a holistic care that truly makes a difference. Medicine is about healing the whole. I recall one day during the early months of the pandemic. As the only ID doctor at my medical center, I was inundated with COVID. I sat on the response committee with the CMO, president, and many other decision makers. Every day was a blur, reviewing multiple papers, working with the system team as they developed protocols. Always ready to answer any questions. There were many questions. Even the most mundane treatment suggestions from patients and families had to be addressed. Doing interviews with local news stations and working with various teams in rolling out vaccine therapies. There was a gentleman who presented to the ICU in his 60s, had recently been diagnosed with COVID. He was trying to be brave, but I could tell he was scared, as we all were. He asked me if he was going to die. What were we going to do for him, and what should he expect? He had just retired and was talking about all the plans him and his wife had, specifically to travel. They'd been waiting until their retirement. We talked multiple times during this period. I also had a chance to speak with his wife, who unfortunately was only able to chat with him via an iPad. Unfortunately, he did not make it. He died about 2 weeks into his hospitalization. I tell you this not to sadden you. Be empathetic. Remember there's a person with dreams, aspiration, a unique story behind each chart or diagnosis. By connecting with our patients, not only on the medical level, but also on a human level, we can provide solace and support even in the most challenging times. I also stress the need for you to find time for yourself and your family. Remember who will be there if medicine goes away. Value your time outside your career. Take time to cherish each step you take, each milestone. Medical school will be demanding. That will not change. You will challenge yourself and find strength and weakness where you did not expect. There will be late nights of studying and early mornings on the words. Embrace these challenges, as overcoming them will only refine your skills and strengthen your commitment. Seek mentorship, collaborate with your peers, and never hesitate to ask questions. A great physician is not one who knows all the answers, but one who is curious and unyielding in the pursuit of truth. Learn from your losses and failure, as they will make you better. As you embark on this path, embrace diversity in all its forms. Remember that medicine is a global community, and the patients you encounter will come from different backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs. By embracing diversity, you'll ensure that each patient receives care that is respectful and tailored to their needs. So, as you wear your white coats with pride, remember the lessons of the past and the resilience we have shown. The legacy of those who have come before you inspire us all to strive for excellence and compassion. As the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving. The white coat you wear today signifies not just a rite of passage, but a commitment to a lifetime of learning, service, empathy, and healing. It signifies perseverance and resilience. It inspires hope. It carries expectations. But most importantly, it is the embodiment of trust. Congratulations, future physicians. As you step forward into the world of medicine, may your coats remain white, not just in their appearance, but in the purity of your intentions and the integrity of your actions. May your journeys be filled with a challenge that sharpen your skills and victories that embolden your spirit. Thank you for the opportunity to share this moment with this esteemed group, and good luck in all your endeavors.
Thank you, Dr. Temple, for a truly inspiring keynote address. We're now going to call our students up to the stage. You will be called up you'll be called up row by row by your learning communities group. Please wait to be called and stand and come to the stage. And let the name calling begin now.
Nicholas Caravello. Julia Giovanna Cespedes Suarez. Christina Alexandra De Solo. Allison Edwards. Nastasia Fletcher. Hema Gupta. Shannon Joseph. Madeline Laurentine. Daniela Oliva. Carolyn Pierre. Caroline Precone. Oh, sorry. You may now don your white coats. Maria, Maria Santa Maria. Annette Elise Valdez. Lisa Wong.
Janelle Bennett. Georgina Checo. Marcella DeShulo. Michelle Gonzalez. Haley Harden. Josephine Jean-Pierre. Lillian Martin Rotha. Michelle Moss. You may now don your white coat. Lauren Newman. Celeste Ontorado. Amanda Pina. Daniela Rodriguez Manrique. Megan Thompson. Jaylee Zahedi.
Naima Ali. Ramandeep Shalal. Demi Delerme. Amy Ibarra. Danique Kans. You may now don your white coat. Macy Crosscup. Apurva Naveen. Isabella Rigg. Belkis Salinas. Kiana Smith. Aditha Tota. Udita Bivani Upalapu. Shantez Smith.
Zachary Boyer. Christopher Bell. Umu Bokar Ba. You may now don your white coats. Daryl Chiago. Robert Flynn. Kamani Gardner. Artine Gadari. Matthew Nardone. Dylan Perdue. Hashib Qureshi. Rishabh Singh. Alexander Soto. Paralambos Sirambidis.
Elizabeth Bennett. You may now don your white coats. Clarisol Carmona Rivera. Madeline Cox. Kushi Doshi. Noah Fahardi. Inderjot Hansra. Adrian Martinez Crespo. Zanya Motiwala. Danielle Music. Peyton Schaefer. Arshpreet Sidhu. Nan Tran. Tiffany Tran. You may now don your white coats. Tiffany Tran. Everest Danielle Turner. Spencer Zimmerman.
Naseem Bhatnagar, Natalie Baus, Kara Bureau, Rekha Drevlo, Carly Goldring, Amjad Gojan, Malay Modi, Ahmed Mohammed, you may now don the white coats. Yash Patel, Ishita Sharma, Manvir Sohal, Patrick Yang, Yamin Zugmout,
Mustafa Elmeki, Dayan Chowdhury, Gundo Kulibali, Terrell Dickens, Christiane Dechapi, Shanatsar Duvillier, Carter Kukla, Sahil Carter. Sorry, Carter. You may now don your white coats. Carter Kukla, Sahil Kumar, Ronald Maynard, Melton, Abrar Mahu, Michael Reyna, Tarandeep Singh, Pachia Yang,
Quinetta Baldwin, Angela Bustamante, Lena Delgado, you may now don your white coats. Bailey DeMonto, Evan Fleming, Jocelyn Gutierrez, Sarah Issa, Brooke Jackson, Abigail King, Notori Mack, Jordan Moore, Harsimran Rendawa, Claire Sims, Hamna Syed, you may now don your white coats.
Sifat Ahmed, Noah Ahmed, Marcus Boyd, Christian Chambers, Ifti Hussain, Muhammad Masood, Muhammad Musa, Murad Mughal, Christopher Marauder, Guadalupe Salazar, Justin Stewart, you may now don your white coat. Mark Strasberg, Jonathan Weinreich.
Mosumalua Praise Ajala. Laura Brunn. Danielle Bowling. Nia Carter. Santisha Ellison. Muhammad Zain Haq. Diana Ibanez de Leon. Sonita Mohammedi. Shireen Morsi. You may now don your white coats. Anzonique Munnings. Bailey Polk. Gabrielle Richardson. Lindsay Russell. Megan Pahalik.
Murshad Alavi. Michael Bigalal. Stephen Gladney. Toby Green. William Quinn Helfin. Zachary Jennings. You may now don your white coats. Thank you, esteemed faculty. You may now be seated. May the next set of faculty please take your place as our next set of donners. Oh, I love these things. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Ronnie Joachim. Nicholas Landfermeyer. Jose Mejia. Nikhil Nair. Andrew Smith. Stitch Whitaker.
Amninder Singh Bajwa. Mike Bakari. Jesus Fajardo. Nicole Hubert. You may now don your white coats. Kelvin Ikpanwaba. Saad Maqsood. Beckham Mila. Benny Mila. Moeed Musa. Nihal Patel. Carlos Rodriguez. Brito Soccer. Mubashir Siddiq. Herbert Zarco. You may now don your white coat.
Tala Abdul Kader. Tala Abdul Kader. Leslie Aziki. Umu Berry. Talia Casey. Clarissa Combo. Marina del Toro Vigoa. Lorene Guyan. Susana Islam. Fatima Javed. Zainab Javed. You may now don your white coats. Sharon Sam. Anam Syed. Stephanie Zolinsky.
Abdul Kareem Ahmed. Neil Mohammed Hassan. Joseph Omi. Amar Iqbal. Kevin Irani. Tinashe Jarvasa. You may now don your white coat. Patricia Moreno. Uchemdi Nduka. Ideal Ortiz. Justin Smith. Antonio Williams. Terrence Wims.
Wali Abu Ghosh. Matthew Champagne. Brandon Ford. Amin Hussein. You may now don your white coats.
You're doing great.
I know, really difficult names. Nabil Chiwawi. Harthik Kumamuru. Muhammad Master. Muhammad Ismail Nabelsi. Elvis Nahiyin. Janet Patro. Joseph Seta.
Simran Awan. Nicole Awanye. Hannah Bowers. Amisha Shohan. You may now don your white coats. Amisha Shohan. Shania Gideon. Kalia Che Harley. Dunya Ibrahimi. Kainat Javid. Margarita Kusulu. Isa Miller. Ines Ngoga. Soraya Segura. Stephanie Sequera. You may now don your white coats. Shreya Sudhir.
Abdul Arwini. Priscilla Asafo Ajay. Sai Gayatri Chakrala. Michael Grace. Cassidy Hancock. Amir Imran, Arish Kondi, Aditi Kumaran, Indira Kadir Aga. You may now don your coats. Ahila Mohan, Tal Shore,
Ore Oluwa Abe, Rebecca Ojuade Adeni Kinju, Uzoma Agu, Ciara Reve Marie Ferguson, Nathan Gui, Aya Mohammed, Sagi Nair Nori, Natalie Parra. You may now don your white coats. Yes. Sashay Robinson, Sanjay C. Gobbin, Mohammed Sheikh, Juliana Ijoma Uday, Evan Verlies, The Night Yemen,
Amari Claiborne, Thomas Forsyth, Alexandra Susanna Buscara Becerra, Jonathan Hanna. You may now don your white coats. Alyssa Heller, Connor Morrison, Farhat Nori, Minashki Pamela, Alexandra Reed, Francis Rear, Christopher Theodopoulos, Jacob DeVries, Miriam Genjavi, Priscilla Yahbo, you may now don your white coat.
Janan Bermani, Nicole Chapman, Jordan Chung, Brendan Abbas Darwi, Jacob Delgado, Luis Garcia, Ayman Khalid, Tony Nguyen, Patrick Podgorny, you may now don your white coats. Asia Reed, Isaac Rodriguez, Diana Sargisian, Trevor Tubbs,
Memunat Abiru, Ruth Adeke, Nisha August. Yasmin Bajawi. Brittany Chase. Damiela Fagade. Oh, my accent came out. You may now don your white coats. Oma Ferdous. Kimbria Goose. Guys. Saeed Jamil. Joanna Kondrowski. Ikechukwu Omekara. Gagan Tantri. Gazal Takar. Bianca Vian. You may now don your white coats.
I turn it off, yeah.
So looking at this sea of white coats, I couldn't help but be transported back to Port-au-Prince, Haiti, where, as a child, I saw my cousin, who was the first doctor in our extended family, with her white coat. Anyway, people will look up to you for this, and so just remember what we've talked about in terms of the meaning of it. So congratulations to all of our first semester students. And at this time, we're going to ask you to take the pledge, the oath, that really conveys that you know the meaning of wearing the coat. So I would like to invite Dr. Snehal Mehta, who is an assistant professor in the Department of Clinical Foundations, to lead the recitation of the modified oath of Geneva. Dr. Mehta. I'm sorry. Well, I have to apologize because this colleague here just got downgraded. He is actually an associate professor. He's been promoted. Congratulations, Dr. Mehta.
Good afternoon. So at this time, I am requesting all the incoming semester 1 students to please stand. And I am also inviting all the members of medical profession who are present here. If they wish, they can also stand for this oath. I will be reading this oath one statement at a time, and I am requesting all the students and all other colleagues to please repeat after me. As a member of the medical profession, I solemnly pledge to dedicate my life to the service of humanity. The health and well-being of my patient will be my first consideration. I will respect the autonomy and dignity of my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. I will not permit considerations of age, disease or disability, creed, ethnic origin, gender, nationality, political affiliation, race, sexual orientation, social standing, or any other factor to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will respect the secrets that are confided in me even after the patient has died. I will practice my profession with conscience and dignity and in accordance with good medical practice. I will foster the honor and noble traditions of medical profession. I will give to my teachers, colleagues, and students the respect and gratitude that is their due. I will share my medical knowledge for the benefit of the patient and the advancement of healthcare. I will attend to my health, well-being, abilities in order to provide care of the highest standard. I will not use my medical knowledge to violate human rights and civil liberties even under threat. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor. Congratulations, class of 2027.
You may be seated. Congratulations. The good news is I'm the only thing standing between you and a properly working air conditioner. Let's wrap this thing up. Heartfelt congratulations. It truly is a momentous occasion to don your white coat. And although a very serious occasion, will you allow me about 2 minutes to step away from the seriousness for a bit of fun with numbers about you? Since last I saw you, you are now 1 week closer, 168 hours closer, 10,800 minutes closer, 604,800 seconds closer to that MD of yours after your name. You can cheer about that. Which means you only have, I'm just kidding. Another number, alumni and graduates of Ross University who in those short 4 years you will join. Over 15,000 practicing in the US and Canada today. Now let's talk about you specifically. Predominant gender of your class. Female by 58%. Love it. Your age range between 20 and greater than 50. And I happen to notice, pulling that, 26 of you have birthdays this month. So everybody, 1, 2, no, just kidding. All right. Where am I? As a class, you were born in 34 unique countries. The majority of you, born in the US, 18 of you, Canada, 8, India, 5, Cuba, 5, Pakistan, 4, Jamaica, 4, Nigeria, 4 from Ghana, 2 of you from the UAE, 2 from the Bahamas, 2 from the Ivory Coast, 2 from Iran, and 1 from Cameroon, Colombia, Ecuador, Spain, Ethiopia, Ireland, Israel, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, Libya, Monaco, Mali, Oman, Philippines, Russia, Rwanda, Saudi Arabia, Suriname, Syria, Venezuela, and South Africa. We are very glad you're here. And don't worry, those from the US and Canada, I didn't leave you totally out. The most represented state or province? 52 of you are from Florida. That was a lot more than 52 cheering for Florida. 35 of you, California. 28, New York. 25 of you, Ontario. 22 of you, Texas. 15, New Jersey. 12 of you are from Georgia and Illinois, each. 11 from Virginia. 10 from Ohio. 3 white tie with 9 at Maryland, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. 6 from Minnesota. 5 of you from Alabama. 4 from Tennessee and Wisconsin. No love for Tennessee and Wisconsin, jeez. 3 each from the 2 Carolinas, North and South. And 2 from Alberta, British Columbia, Indiana, Massachusetts, Manitoba, Mississippi, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Oregon. And surprisingly, only 1 from Arkansas, Colorado, District of Columbia, Kansas, Louisiana, Puerto Rico, Saskatchewan, and Wyoming. You truly are a diverse class, and we're excited you're here with us. All right, I'll end with names before I give my very heartwarming closing remarks. The most common first name in your class? Muhammad, correct. There are 7 of you with a variety of spellings, so it took me a second to get that. Second, Daniela, 4 of you. And third, Christopher, Nicole, and Michael, or Mike. Do you know all of them in second place? 4th place, I mean? Yes? All right, 2-way tie. Alexandra, Amanda, Christopher, Evan, Jacob, Jonathan, Jordan, Joseph, Laura, Madeline, Matthew, Michael, Michelle, Natalie, Nicholas, Noah, Priscilla, Stephanie, and Zachary. And the rest of you, sorry, you don't get a shout out for your name, sorry. We'd be here all day. And last, in terms of the most common last name, first place, 3 of you each, Javed and Smith. And oh my gosh, a 14-way tie for second. Bennett Delgado, Ibra, Khan, Mila, Mohammed, Patel, Reed, Rodriguez, Singh, Syed, Tran, Wong, and Yang. So a little bit about you. All right, moving away from numbers, I want to refocus back to this moment, this rite of passage, your continued transition into the medical profession as a doctor in training. Even at this early stage of your journey, you are bound by the professional commitments. Through this ceremony and by taking the oath, you have pledged to walk the path of virtue, altruism, responsibility, duty, honor, respect, and compassion. To help you remember these commitments, each of you have been provided with a white lapel pin from the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. The foundation not only founded this ceremony 30 years ago this year, but continues to champion humanism in healthcare by emphasizing compassion, collaboration, and scientifically excellent care. Use this as a reminder that we all together can create systems and cultures that support humanistic care for all. As we've said, this is not the end of a journey, but the beginning of the next chapter. As you move forward throughout this journey, you will undoubtedly encounter trials and tribulations. During those times, I challenge you to first think back to that moment when you knew this was your dream, your calling. Then to this moment, when that dream took a momentous step forward to becoming a reality. Dig in. Rely on your colleagues, professors, mentors, members of your learning community, and the plethora of resources at your fingertips to help you get through any dark times you may face. Continue to learn, grow, and ultimately become that physician you've envisioned yourself being countless times while looking in the mirror. In your seat, you've also been given a learning community lapel pin. Wear this to remind you of everyone here at RUSM, as well as abroad, in your corner, supporting your dream in many different ways. It's never too early to reach out to this group to celebrate the victories, yes, to celebrate the victories, as well as pick you up when you struggle. Finally, take a few moments over the next few days to make a list of anyone who has helped you get here. Reach out to them, acknowledge their contribution to your life, and the lives of the many that you will touch moving forward. Without your families, friends, mentors, and yes, even your critics, this journey may not have been possible. Congratulations again, and I look forward to seeing you in 125,798,400 seconds from now at graduation. Thank you.